working. Here you see, and there is no mouse on the screen. So, come here, kitty. Meow. Meow, meow. Oh, show you off your butt. Yes, of course. Kitty. Kitty, meow, 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 meow. Kitty, 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 kitty. Meow, 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 meow. Kitty, 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 kitty. Meow, 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 meow. Ding dong, ding dong. Okay. Well, she's doing something else and is occupied. Distracted, that's the word. Okay. Finally, you can continue laying. All right. So, let's check out the map at first. What do we have here? We have the main quest, which is to go into the tower. And then just the arenas. And that's basically it. Well, I'm gonna go then. No point in dilly-dallying around. Or however you say. I probably have to do this on those things. Oh. Ah, that's what I need to do. Oh boy. More of that stuff. Oh, and I'm on a time limit. Okay, we'll go. It's... There we go. Then destroyed? Nope. Have a great day. Well, thank you. I did it. Ooh, that's a big one. Ah. Pew pew pew. Oh, okay. Okay, the robots really just focus on those two. And it keeps them zooming out and out. Oh boy. Everything is getting so tiny. Oh my gosh. Look at all this scrap lying around. They are strong. Not bad. That's dumb of me. Ah, and even dumber. Meow meow. And here's a big one. Okay, alright. But a miracle will happen! Or not. Kitty kit! No. Oh, she's doing it. Oh boy. Anami, what are you doing again? Come here. Come. Come on my lap. Be good. Data records discovered for units Devila and Popola. You wish to open the data? Yeah, sure. Uh-oh. A dusty wind kisses my cheek. Buried in the sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go after all. Because our models, the Devila and Popola models, are defective. records transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, they were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotion, souls, and issued as a single order, function as observers of Project Gestalt. This project, This is the sole mission of the twin Devila and Popula models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all of her eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair. We shared destiny's burden as a pair. And because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers after all. Ah, watch out! Devil staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. Guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well as she rubs the scent at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. The bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popula. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if Sans gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still, I'll be quick. Devil grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of nearby rocks as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devila's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors as well as some tools, none of which is easy to find in the desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devila. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order considering our current condition. I'm so sorry, sister. Okay, now you are a poor child. You're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. Yeah. I also do that. It's kind of funny in a way. Such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. A sharp voice echoed through the private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear us. They wouldn't understand even if they did. But that might be true. But regardless. Annoyed by hesitation, Devila crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump, just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay, understand. It's going to be alright. You can feel it too, right? I. When I first When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now, my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail. Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black sprawl started raging out of control. It moved fast, so fast, like a wind. Popple and I would go into the observation room and act like it was all okay. We talked to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world. But at night, we'd just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other. I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we are of no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. It wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devola and Popola models from another town. The wind rubs my cheeks, the sand grazes my skin. It's growing cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for the lost time. Devola loses her balance every now and then, and it gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left, and yet she continues to smile. Also, I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it, but then she smiled, and all of that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers ended at the day of Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devil and popular models from another town. With the With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see, protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids beholden to the same instinct began to direct their hate at the Devola and popular models who'd snuffed out humanity. Yeah, so as I thought, there are no aliens or anything. Those models? I still don't quite understand what Project Gestalt is supposed to be. But for some reason it went awry. And those popular and developer models have gone crazy in some way. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn and we endured. Because, as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We removed from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution, but in such a town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister Devola met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts, something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My visions narrowed, everything went red, and then he smiled at me. "It's okay, sis, there's nothing we can do." But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let my most important person in the world come to harm. Devil and I left the town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. Rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we had left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march, because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little, anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devil and Popula were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devil being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devila, and for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devila? I'm alright. As long as you're with me, sis. Feel the same. We press our bodies together to try to retain heat. It's cold now. Much worse than the searing heat of midday. But we just smile at each other, keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert, a new camp. If we can just get there, I can finally fix Devila's leg. And yet I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I do what I can do to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes out at us without pause. Is that... is this our punishment? I reach out and... The rain flows down from her cheeks like tears. I reach over gently and wipe it away. Smiles, but seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, he whispers. But there is. Because I swore to myself that I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. That was heavy stuff. Plot 153. The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Gestalt system. Still no idea what it's actually supposed to be. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future Android production designs. Following the incident, the Developer and Popular models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt. Jeez. Well, now it's too late. Can still collect stuff. Of course. Oh boy. I just now didn't press hack. Or did I? Ah, goddammit. I probably did. Oh god. Bomb. Now, are we going to see what happened with those two? Oh. Oh god, no. They're not moving. Oh, there. Okay. Can I help them somehow? Hmm. Ah, this pains me to just leave them behind. Just program them to have like endless guilt, endless feelings of guilt. Is so cruel. My god. And I still don't have any new clothing. This my god. Give me something. But all the clothing that I have is something else, right? Well, actually, let me see, because maybe I do have something. It's a key item normally. Of the different hair colors. Well, it would be nice if I could put that on, but that's not the case. Nope, can't do anything. Oh, okay. I have to go the same way, apparently. Guess this is where the explosion happened. And 9S went somewhere else while being hurt. Oh, you reckless boy. A library? Besuchern. She can also hack. Well, cool. Burpee. Good. Adam unit, storage record, Eve unit, your heart communication server, human server establishment record, human heritage preservation, tower system summary, tower subsystem, special units, plant species, animal species. Okay. Uh, human server records outline, predicted human server infiltration route, dummy protection installation map. Okay, whatever that means now. Patient Yona. Okay, who's that? Chest X-ray, no abnormalities. Heart echo, no abnormalities. Continuing chronic renal failure. Convulsive seizures in the diaphragm. No vomiting. Okay, preservation plan. The patient's condition makes further treatment impossible. A report will be submitted to the management committee detailing course of action in the event of the patient's death, focusing primarily on how that information is to be manipulated with respect to the original. As backup, in the event of a sudden worsening in the patient's condition, she is to be assigned 5 additional doctors. Yona. Who is Yona? Sounds familiar, but I can't quite remember who that's supposed to be. So the humans suffered some sort of disease? Oh, oh hello. We're going back to nines. Oh, going to use her arm. Yep. Interesting how it works. Okay. Wonderful. Let's get back to it. Oh, this is bright. Yeah. That. Oh, cool. They're doing some damage. Bye bye. Hello? Oh, there we go. Cool. Top secret your heart disposal. What did it say? Your heart disposal. Does it mean like your heart was also created by the machines? Well, how nice that the others just stay back. Hmm. Oh. Another one of these sections. I don't know. Okay, that was short and weird. There's nothing else in this library. What are these doors? Interesting. So those are the machines. Even that baby. I can't attack here in this room. Interestingly. But interestingly also, the androids are also stored right here. I mean, how different are those robots and those androids? I mean, they are all artificial life forms. Just their appearance is a bit different, different, and their level of intelligence, I guess. So those robots could be just earlier versions of the androids. I mean, what makes them so different from each other? Oh, cuddle monsters. Meow meow. So I'll do as it said, just let them appear more and more while dodging their attacks, I guess. Look at you. Hmm. Goodbye. Ugh. Oh, I already did too much damage. Goodbye. Woo! There's ninths. Okay, that was already it. Are there several of these guys? I guess so. So there were two after all. Mm-hmm. Don't. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Not really that difficult to hack. I'm seeing right now and there is a bunch. Um. That was freaking close. Okay. Oh god. What's up with this damage? Okay, let's go further back. Let's hack. It's a bit safer. Ah, goddammit, that was stupid. Oof. Alright. Pew! Pew! Oh god. Please talk, guys. I knew it. I knew that this would be coming. I mean, I have to go for A2, and I think most people go for her. Are you sure? Yes. Understood. Can I just simply not fight? Is this also a choice? Oh, oh, oh. Ah, the inverted controls are great. I really try to just survive and see if something happens. Oh, great. I don't have my dodge anymore. At least my controls aren't inverted. Let's combat down. Jumping. But I have my dodge again. It really seems that I have to do this now. I can't make the decision to kill neither of these. It would be crazy that after that many minutes you would still get no, like, indication that I am doing something that could maybe save both. So I think it's just simply not a thing. I do have to fight. Or it's very bad design that I just have to wait 10 minutes or something without any hint whatsoever that I'm doing something to prevent one of them dying. Well, okay, I'm gonna go. What the heck was that just now? He has so many crazy abilities. This is too long, dude. No, please, thank you. Alright. She's trying to save him, I guess. It just doesn't just kill him. Thank you. A2 is the best. Oh. Now he's blushing. Am I doing the right thing? Nope. Ah, put me all the way to the beginning again. Yes, thank you. This way. I'm an idiot. That very much feels like endgame. We're so tiny. This is 2B. No, 9. Hmm. What? What did she do? Huh? Hmm? Meaningless. I mean, the animals are still fine. They're around, living their normal lives. While those humans and robots and androids are going crazy. Chapter select can now be accessed from the title screen and access points. The debug menu can now be accessed by pressing RT and back. Activating the debug menu will disable all save functionality until you load any save data. Okay. You can now use debug room. It can yeah, it's just cheat mode, I guess. Heavy armor A, heavy armor B, camouflage goggles A2 wig. Items obtained, archive obtained, the machine research report. As the strange resistance woman has now a new topic to talk about. And talk to her at the resistance camp to find out what it is. Save? Sure. I guess that was the end of the main story, but it still feels incomplete. To be quite honest. Load this here. Chapter select. Uh-huh. The tower. Are there any indications of chapters that I've missed? I guess not. What if I just go ahead and start game? Will I start something different now? Hmm. So this is the normal start from the game. I can't skip. It's still scales up and stuff. Which I guess is just automatic. I don't have that. Don't have the missiles yet. Oh no! 1D, no! No, I'm the white one. I still haven't understood the story. What actually happened with humanity? What's all about these aliens that they've been talking about? It still sounds like something that has been invented, like it wasn't actually truth, but I don't really know. It's all so confusing, and I'm terrible at understanding these things. Bye bye. Whoa. Nyam. Woo. Whoa. Whoa. I think in order to understand the story fully, I would probably have to watch some YouTube video about it. As often. Just like with Dark Souls, where I also had no idea what it was all about. I mean, Dark Souls is very cryptic anyways. But oh well. Oh, Hokopaka. God damn it! What? It doesn't work. Come on. Go into the... Why is the shortcut not assigned? Ugh, oh well. Alright, back. Well, I also used the chance to quickly Google, and I am going to go back to the title screen, because and this is just a bit of a waste of a time to start the whole game from scratch again. But I'm gonna go ahead, go back to the tower, and the tower. I guess I have to go back here. Actually though, I again have to, whoops, be BRB, so we'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So, what I read was that if I go back and choose nines, then I will play the D route. And I guess the developers already anticipated that most people are going to choose A2 at first. So she got the letter before D. But yeah, once you got both C and D, I think that, well, it was indicated that we will get an E route. Maybe there we will get more information about what's actually going on. We're back at this. Wait, the mouse is again weird. Don't want that. Alright. And this time, 9. Yes. Understood. And in his case, we have a 2D fight. Okay, I think that was it for the dialogue. that was a chapter that we just saw. Oh man. What a pitiful end. Fatal system error detected. Memory leak verified. Repair impossible. Beginning emergency evacuation of remaining memories. My name is 9S. A newly manufactured scanner model. January 30th. Wow. So in the meantime, like almost 10,000 years have passed. Rolled out at blah blah blah. I'll fight for humanity with all my strength. The pleasure is mine, Commander. My light collapsed in the space of blinding white. Pain is gone. The light envelops me. It's so warm. I was anxious. A soldier from the moment I was born, thrown into the world alone. Nothing to rely on, no God to believe in. I was alone. Task was infiltrating enemy territory to gather intelligence. In the fog, in the flames, alone. My name is 9S. I'm here to provide support. 2B came off as being rather aloof, cold even. She must have wanted to distance herself from me. I guess she didn't want to be attached to someone she had to kill again and again and again. I still don't exactly know what it was supposed to mean. That she had to kill? Like, is the virus thing... was that already known? What? Scanners like me mostly work alone, scouting out enemy lines and all that. I don't usually get a partner, it's kind of fun. I was so happy to be with someone. It was like a family. My damage worsens. I start to lose my memories. The space fills up with pure white light. It's like being buried in snow. It's a little bit cold. It's a little bit frightening. Will my soul disappear? A dark fog clouds my vision. As it ebbs and flows into the slow, dreamlike way, it gradually takes human shape. It's the Red Girl. She slowly begins to speak. This tower is a colossal cannon built to destroy the human server. Destroy the server and rob the androids of their very foundation. That was the plan devised by those girls. But they changed their mind. They saw us androids. They saw Adam and Eve. They saw how they lived, considered the meaning of existence, and came to a different conclusion. This tower doesn't fire artillery. It fires an arc. An arc containing memories of the foolish machine life forms. An arc that sends those memories to a new world. Perhaps they will never reach that world. Perhaps they will simply wander an empty sky for eternity. It's all the same to the girls. For them, time is without end. Adam and Eve are inside the ark. Eve is asleep. Adam holds him in a gentle embrace. He seems to be smiling at me. I try to look at him, but my body refuses to move. Looks like the damage has spread to my motor function as well. Will you come with us? Asked Adam. The question was completely free of malice. It seemed I no longer had a reason to hate machines. Maybe I never had a reason in the first place. What have I been fighting for? Who have I been living for? I don't know anymore. I try to speak my mind, but the words don't come out right. My thoughts' routines are losing cohesion. I can't remember my name. I'm Mustering all my strength, I force out the words. I'll go with you. With your harm, I have no right to remain in this world. And so the hour goes. Childhood's end. This time I can't skip. Nope. I have to sit out these. Oh. Now confirmed offline. Our mission. The end of Yorha. It's the problem with the Japanese voice acting. I can't listen and play at the same time. Now is this the true ending? The final ending? Or I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Well, I guess I start talking about the game. And not just stay in silence the whole time while I do this section here. Oh, the first time I took damage, oh, of course. Well, it certainly surprised me that it was going for much longer than I expected. Well, the A ending was a bit... When I got to that end, I was already thinking, okay, well, that was it. It was a bit short and kind of not a satisfying conclusion. And then, yeah, that was far from being it. Which was good, which was a relief. Because there really needed to be more. And with the tower, like, yeah, I think that this tower was not the final end. And there's not really a happy end, I guess. Because in this case, how could there be one? I mean, it's weird. This game plays around a lot with artificial intelligence and their ethics and how far away they are from, yeah, us humans. If we get to a certain level of artificial intelligence. And it's a bit weird to me because those were a bit too human in a way. Well, in these stories we always make, like, all of these artificial intelligences try to imitate human behavior. And that was a big thing of this game. Those machine life forms have been imitating humans. And this is why they behaved so weirdly and did all this crazy stuff. But does it ultimately always have to be, like, is the ultimate artificial intelligence that we are going to design human-like? Is the question. Why would it need to be human-like? Because we have so many flaws, but artificial intelligence would be able to just erase these flaws. And what remains is just self-preservation and all of this stuff. And like negative emotions and whatnot, pain, guilt, hatred and what, all of this stuff. Why is there any need for that? For self-preservation? And there's like, that would be normally the ultimate goal of these machines, just to preserve existence, I guess, and and advancing technology, advancing knowledge and whatnot. That would be more likely their goals. Even though they were originally designed to be human-like, if they have then artificial intelligence, at some point they would get rid of these flaws if they reach a higher intelligence level. And I'm getting close to being destroyed here. Oh boy. So in a way it is not really logical to me, but I understand that the designers of this game are doing this in order to have a more interesting story. Sure. And I mean, it's really sounds boring to us to have this kind of existence where you're just almost emotionless and there's no conflict whatsoever. Okay, I'm done. Connect to the network. Well, let's see what happens. And give up here. No. Yes, no. Do I have to go through this stuff again? Or did I start where... Well, I'm gonna go ahead and kill myself because... Yes. Or detected while loading credits, returning to title screen. Maybe there's something else when I complete the credits successfully, but ugh. Whatever. So we have all these endings now. And then there are a bunch of like little endings that you have to find. And those are the rest? Or how is it now? I'm gonna check out this save file. See what we have here. God's box. Oops. The tower. The end. 9S's final moments, A2's final moments. And then this is new. The end of the Your project. Total quests cleared. There were way more, apparently. Quest progress. I guess if I complete it, it will be another ending. But I'm not going to spend that much time for this game. It's okay. I will look it up. Oh, I can replay a bunch of this stuff with 9S, I guess. Or in some other sort of way. Well, anyways, this is gonna be it. I will, well, let me really quickly Google it again though, to see if there is something else after The E ending on Nier Automata. What after ending E? Just got the E ending. If you're here for the first time, I don't clue what is always. What? Ah, weird. Anyway, it came back. Thank you. The speed E. I would like to know if there's any novel or something that shows to be a nun is waking up. A novel? Okay. Reading side materials. Okay, so ending E seems to be the final ending. Well, it's cool. I mean, very cool story. Absolutely loved it. The game felt great to play too, even though it was very unusual for me to have to use so many buttons. And I normally don't grab the controller with like two shoulder buttons at the same time on one side. Normally, I just have my index finger switching between the back and the front one, but this time I had to use both the middle finger and index finger. It was kind of weird to me, but I got used to it, and I think this is also how it was originally designed to have that sort of possibility. But it's the first game I ever played that required that. It's weird, but it's cool, and I would say more games could go for it. Um, yeah, and as I said, these these stories are pretty cool. Although I do have the problem with them not being really logical. So I'm not one of these guys who fear artificial intelligence that much. And like, oh my god, this is how probably our future is going to look like. Probably not. I mean, humanity might be wiped out by artificial intelligence, yeah, sure, because they might find out that we are a flaw for the planet, that is. Or they might just reduce our population and that's enough. Beyond that, they don't really need to do much else. That would be like, yeah. I mean, they wouldn't. The logical conclusion for these artificial intelligences wouldn't be to completely erase us because it's not really necessary to completely erase us. What is posing a problem for also their existence and existence of life is just, well, our overpopulation is really getting out of hand, and also uh, the amount of power we have with all the weapons and whatnot. So we pose a huge threat. For the artificial intelligence, it would be enough to just take away that power from us, first of all. So take away our weapons, and probably also have very heavy surveillance on us, so we don't really start doing anything stupid. And also probably reduce our numbers quite significantly because, well, yeah, it's posing a problem living space-wise on this planet already. Which is a bit scary for sure, but it would probably be a logical conclusion for artificial intelligence. Well, at this point, artificial intelligence is really not that far. And it's not going to be for a while. I might see some interesting things during my lifetime. And, well, let's see what's going to happen. And what's going to happen in 10,000 years, like here in this game, we have no way to know. Maybe it actually turns out to be similar like this game, but although there are some very weird esoteric things like the core of the machines, and like there were some things that just didn't make any physical sense. Or like machines giving birth to some sort of human-like being, whatever Adam and Eve and who else were supposed to be. That was weird. Well, I'm probably going to watch some YouTube videos that explain the rest to me, and there was also some writing mentioned in the forums that I just read, and about like making sense of like what is after the ending E, what is the whole story behind it, and whatnot and so forth. Yeah. Well, this game is already. Oops, I actually pressed the wrong button just now. I didn't want to go to the debug room, but it's fine. And this game is already a few years old, but it is very, very good. I personally would RT plus back. Okay. That's it. I'm signing off. Goodbye. Hanami.